So I'm Dr. Linda Dixon. I'm head of the African Swine Fever Virus Research Group at the Pirbright Institute. So African swine fever is spreading in Eastern and Central Europe, and as a result, there's an increased risk of it being introduced to the UK. So this video is to inform veterinarians and pig farmers about the clinical signs in the event that it's introduced to their premises. So it's important to note that African swine fever infects only domestic and wild pigs, so there's no risk to human health. So most of the African swine fever isolates currently circulating cause an acute disease which results in death of almost all of the infected pigs or wild boar within 6 to 15 days. As the disease evolves in Europe, isolates with reduced virulence might emerge from which a proportion of animals recover. So the start of clinical signs may be 3 or 4 days after infection, but this varies according to the dose. Early clinical signs are associated with fever and not specific to African swine fever. Therefore, these signs are very difficult to distinguish from other infections. At early stages, reduced activity and lethargy of pigs may be observed. Reduced appetite and picking at food might also be observed. At later stages, pigs become reluctant to get up and only do so when touched. At this stage, usually when temperatures are above 41 degrees, pigs may stop eating. At the final stages of disease, pigs may remain recumbent when touched, and at these later stages, laboured breathing is also common. Note that pigs might die without showing external signs of skin reddening. However, skin reddening may be observed around extremities, typically the tips of ears, stomach, feet, or other regions such as the tail. Conjunctivitis may also be observed in the eyes. Occasionally, bloody diarrhea or urine is seen, and vomiting might occur. The lack of specific signs can make African swine fever difficult to detect. An increase in rectal temperature above 41 degrees is typical. In larger farms, an increase in mortality rate in the herd may be the first signs of an ASF outbreak to be detected. Photographs displaying the clinical signs as well as gross pathology during post-mortem examination are available on the Animal and Plant Health Agency Vet Gateway website. The website address is given on the video. If confirmed, the definite contingency plan is implemented. This will involve establishing control and surveillance zones and implementing stamping out on infected premises. Disease outbreaks must be reported to the World Animal Health Authority, as well as national and EU veterinary authorities. This will also result in the loss of export trade from the affected zones. Further information is available in linked videos about biosecurity measures you can take to avoid infection on premises with pigs, how to report disease, and the impact that an introduction of disease would have on the pig industry in the UK. So there's currently no vaccine to control African swine fever. So this is because one of the common methods to produce the vaccine is to inactivate or kill the virus, and using inactivated virus has proved effective for a number of other virus diseases, but hasn't worked for African swine fever. Instead, efforts are focused on producing a weakened virus that does not cause disease, but induces a strong immune response that protects the pigs if they become infected. Another approach is to identify which of the virus 160 genes can induce an immune response that protects pigs. Although there are promising vaccine candidates, these need to be further developed and tested for their safety and efficiency before they could be registered and made commercially available for use in the field. This may take a further 8 or 10 years. Further information about vaccine development is available on the Pirbright website.